I am once again coming to you from sunny California. This time we are in Sacramento, on the Sacramento River to be more specific, and we're going to be targeting a new species that I have never caught before. That's right, you guessed it, we're going to be going after striped bass, or striper as the locals call them. Now I've heard rumors that there is some big striper in this river, but I've never caught one before, so regardless, if we catch anything, I'm going to be excited. So let's get all our gear, make sure that we're legal, and let's get a bait in the water. To catch these elusive fish, we're heading all the way over to sunny California. Now, while striper can be caught anywhere up and down the coast, we're going to target them a little further inland, in the city of Sacramento to be more specific. Now, striper need salt or brackish water to survive, so the only place that we can find them here is in the Sacramento River. So we found Miller Park right on the river, and today we're going to be headed there to catch some striped bass. But before we do that, we've got to make a quick stop at Ghost Bait and Tackle to make sure that we've got all the gear we need and all the latest know-how to make sure that we have the best chance of getting a striper today. After a quick chat with the owner, I'm feeling like my chances are pretty good. So let's get a license and let's do some fishing. Hey y'all, it's my disembodied head here to tell you all about the licensing process that I used for California. I started by searching fishing license in California. This will bring you to the California Fish and Wildlife Management page. From their homepage, you can view all the different licenses that are available to be purchased online. To find a license, click on Licenses and Fees. Today, I need a fishing license, so we're going to navigate to the Sport Fishing section. On this page, you'll find a list of all the different licenses, along with any additional requirements that each one of those licenses has. Once you find the license that you need, just create an account, purchase the license, and you'll get a PDF copy immediately. It's worth noting that the license must be printed and signed in order for it to be legal in California. Bonus tip, if you decide to try out the place that I'm fishing today, use the Park mobile app to save yourself some time. Following that good advice from Cedric at the bait shop, we're going to be using essentially a modified Carolina or Lindy rig, which is going to consist of a clip with a weight on it, a two-way swivel with a 3-foot leader to a hook on the end. Here's an example of a Lindy rig, and as you can see, this is what we're going to be using today. I made it to the park, figured the whole parking situation out, so we are now legally parking. We legally have all the licensing that we need to fish, and the only thing that's a little sketchy at this point is I'm not sure if you're allowed to fish in this park, but we're going to find out. Maybe I'll be able to talk to a ranger or something, but we'll see. We're going to give it a shot and see what happens. But anyway, I will catch you guys once we actually get a line in the water, but I'm pretty excited. Let's get after these striped bass. And this is it. Here is the river. All right, well, here we are on the Sacramento River, and I'm gonna go ahead and get rigged up and get a rod out there. Definitely getting more comfortable now that I'm back in my element here. We're gonna be using night crawlers. Nice big crawler boy there. I've been told the key with stripers is to really thread your worm onto your hook and your line. So I'm gonna try to do that here. Got something like that. Now we're going to take this river weight and clip it onto our slip swivel right there. We've got our weight going to our leader to our bait. Let's see how this works. Done is taken a stick and put it in a rock pile to effectively make a rod holder. This is version 1 and this is version 2. We're gonna see how it works, but this is the setup that we're using. Ugly stick, 25-pound test to a bell out in the river to a Carolina rig with a night crawler on the end. Let's get some action. Well, my bell's been having little rings and my pole's been kind of ticking a little bit, and I can't tell if it is just things floating down the river hitting it or if there is something on the line moving it around. Update, I set the hook into that jingle and it was a snag. So I managed to get all my gear back, got it recast, and we're not gonna set the hook into little jingles anymore. We're gonna wait for something to really take it for a shake, as they say. So I'll be back with you guys as that happens, but we are enjoying the beautiful day, trying to stay in the shade, and couldn't have asked for a better day to get out fishing than this. Let's go. Looks like somebody thought this would be the perfect place to feed their goldfish to the local striper. Update, we are a rig down. That's right, the 3-ounce weight broke off. So we're gonna get re-rigged and get back out there in just a second. Guys, let's freaking go. First ever striped bass. First ever striper. It's just a little guy. He's got some weeds on him. First ever striped bass. Look at that, guys. Got it. And that right there, guys, is my first ever striped bass on the Sacramento River. Let's get a release on this guy. And there he is, guys. My first ever striper and the first ever striper on the channel. Let's go ahead and get this guy released. Fighting these snags out is a challenge. Well, we have been fishing here for about 4 hours, and that was my last rig. So I'm gonna pack up here and call it a day. Thank you so much to you guys for sticking with me to the end and for tagging along on my trip to the beautiful Sacramento River. I'll catch you guys in the next one. We came, we fished, we caught, let's go.